bales on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi there. My name's Matt and welcome to Just Making It. Today we're going to cut some hay and then we're going to go and we're going to take a look at the corn, see how it's doing. So sit back and enjoy the ride. This is the tractor I'm going to use today. It's a 6115D John Deere. That's what I use to mow with. It's about 115, 118 horsepower. And it's hooked to a Moco 530 John Deere. Every time I get started making hay, right before I leave, I like to get underneath and I like to check the blades to make sure they're, not dulled, chipped, or broke. And there's one on each side, one here, one over there. These are called turtles. And to change these blades, it's very simple. You just loosen the nut, bolt falls out, change the blade, or you can flip it over so you can use the back side. But I checked them all out and everything seems to be looking good. Okay, on this particular mower, we've got 3 grease fittings on the main shaft that goes up to the gearbox. I like to pump some grease in there right before I cut any hayfield, just to make sure it's nice and lubed up, and grease is a farmer's best friend. Okay, I'm at the field. I'm getting ready to mow. This field was planted in the spring, and I have oats, fescue, red clover, orchard grass, and timothy. And what I plan on doing with this field is I'm going to round bale it. I could chop it. It's really not that thick. The first year when you plant it, it looks a little shaky. But after you keep mowing it, it should come in good. This is what the field looks like this year. I just seeded it in the spring. So we're going to go ahead and mow it down. So let's start cutting. Okay, we got some of the field cut, and boy, let me tell you, if only you could smell this. It smells so good, I almost want to eat it. We're getting there. Well, that's not too good. Looks like the rear end froze up, snapped the wheel off, or the lug nuts just snapped. But I know they were tight. So luckily nobody got hurt. Okay, we got the mower still connected to the tractor. It doesn't look like the mower is hurt at all. It just went into the ground right there and unhooked the PTO. Now, one thing that boggles my mind here is that the lug nuts, okay, if they were to snap, they would still be in on the hub here. You would still see them. So my guess is they worked themselves loose. They must have all fell out and the wheel came off. So I'm going to get Little Green here. It's got the loader on it. We're going to lift up the back end and I'm going to block it up and get it all straight and look things over. and make sure that everything's okay. I should be able to lift this tire myself. It doesn't have liquid in it, so I should be able to stand it up. That's unfortunate, but accidents happen. I just didn't want something like this too. I got a lot of hay to cut. Well, I had to order the studs from the John Deere dealer, so I'm on my way to go pick them up. But I found 2 of the studs, and I'll show you what they look like. But I'm going to play you the video of me going around the field, and you're going to see the back left tire starting to wobble. Right after that, that's when the tire fell off. So here's that video. Okay, watch the rear left tire. See it wobble? Here's one of the studs that I found. I found 2 of them. You can see how the threads are all flattened out. And what I think happened was they started to loosen up, and then when I went around a turn, they eventually pushed out, and then the tire fell off. But that's what they look like right there. Okay, I got the tire standing on end here. I'm gonna have to wheel it over. I got it blocked up. I had to use bottle jacks and floor jack to brace it up. I tried the front end loader. My little tractor wouldn't lift it. The backhoe lifted it up high enough for me to get a jack underneath it. So, okay, let's put the wheel on. Well, I got the tire on. We're all set. I got it tight enough. I'm going to get it back to the garage and I'm going to torque down the studs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the studs. I just use paint, nail polish, and I'll put lines on them, and I'll keep watching this as I work. When I get off the tractor, when I get on the tractor, I'll look at the lines and make sure the studs didn't move. But it's a good thing that this didn't happen on the road, and it happened right here in the field. So, okay, we're gonna get back to cutting hay here pretty soon. Okay, I made my way home here, and I torqued these studs, and I put those lines on so I could see if any of them move in the future. So, it's all ready to go. Okay, this is one of my cornfields. It's doing really good this year. And this is one of my hay fields here. Probably looking at about 13 acres. And it's mainly orchard grass. It's really thick. It had a slow start because we had a little bit of a drought here. But now things are picking up. We're getting a lot of rain. So over here's my corn. And let's see how it's doing here. I haven't checked it for a while. And it looks like the cob's coming on nice. This is 97-day corn. Where I'm located, we don't want to really go over 100 because we get frost a little earlier than other people. I sort of live up in the mountains, and the frost comes a little bit earlier. Boy, it looks like it's doing pretty good. Let's get inside here and see what it looks like. Okay, I'm inside the cornfield, and it's looking real good. I'm not on my knees. I'm standing up, and this corn must be 10, maybe 10, 11 feet tall. It's doing real good this year. Like I said, this is 97 day. I stick under 100. And what I'm going to do with this corn is I'm going to pretty much chop it. This is corn for the cows. We make silage mounds. We cover it up with plastic. We throw tires on it. Looks like it's doing pretty good though. Looks like 2 cobs per stalk. The weed control looks real good. I'll show you that down here. There's the ground. Looks real nice and clean. We started out real dry, like I said, and now we're getting a lot of rain, and it just shot up. And I still plant 36-inch rows. I'm not 30-inch. So it's got a lot of space. And I do no-till on the corn. But yeah, it's looking really nice. We'll come out here in a few weeks and we'll take a look and see how the cobs look once they get more mature and stuff. There's a lot of deer damage in the back. Of course, I'm sure everybody gets that. All right, well, it's been an interesting week, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.